Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another edition of Hilal Live. My name is Luqmaan Shadrach, all the way from the Cape Town studios. Jumu Mubarak to you and your loved ones. I trust you had a wonderful Friday. Thanks for joining us on channel 347 on DSTV and also on our live stream www.hilal.tv. It's Friday. We feature interesting people that are doing extraordinary work in and around our beautiful community. And one such individual who we are now privileged to link up via Zoom all the way from the Paarl area in the Western Cape is Sharfa du Plessis. Assalamu alaikum, Sharfa, and welcome to Hilal.
Wa alaikum salam, Luqmaan. Shukran for having me.
My absolute pleasure. Now, I've heard such wonderful things about you, and I thought let's invite you on the show and find out a bit more. So tell us a bit more about yourself. Born and bred Cape Townian. Did you grow up in the Paarl area?
Yes, so I was born and bred in Paarl, and then I started acting actually at the age of 4 years old when I joined the Helen O'Grady Academy, and then I attended La Rochelle Girls School from primary school all the way to high school. And after that, I went to study at Stellenbosch University, where I
Okay.
graduated with a BA degree in drama and theatre studies and a double major in psychology. And now that I have graduated, I'm currently pursuing a career in the South African film and theatre industry.
Wonderful. Congratulations on all your wonderful success. It's so lovely to hear a young individual like yourself that has achieved so much and going to achieve so much more as well. So we're very honored and privileged to have you on our channel. Sharfa, where did this passion, this fire, when did it ignite for the acting or the drama industry?
So I have always enjoyed acting since a young age, but I would say my passion for drama specifically came out in high school under the guidance of one of my high school drama teachers, Miss Almarie van Heerden,
Hmm.
and she inspired me actually to pursue a drama in university, and that's where I had the privilege to study under many prominent figures in our theatre industry. And it was also at university where I started to gain a keen interest in directing too. Like last year was the first year that Stellenbosch University hosted the Premiere Film Festival,
Okay.
where drama students can enter and write and produce their own short films. And I got the opportunity to direct one of these short films called The Oog, which was an Afrikaans short film
Right.
written by my friend Mila de Villiers. And Mila actually starred in this short film and won an award for Best Female Actress in
Wow.
a short film at the end of the festival.
Wow, that's fantastic. And also to be part of a production like that enhances your career and your progression into the industry as well. What was that like being part of your first major or individual production? I mean, was there a process that you had to follow?
Yes, so the short film specifically was a different experience from other productions. We had to do a lot more planning, and the whole process behind it is completely different from storyboarding to reviewing the scripts again so that it can correlate with shot lists. Whereas with a theatre production that I've been in, I'm usually just one of the actresses. So then you show up and you know your lines and you work with the rest of the cast, while the short film was a lot more behind the scenes work. But I realized through that I enjoy both sides of the coin very much.
Lovely, lovely, awesome. So you're currently busy with a production as well. Tell us more about that and where do you fit in into this production?
Okay, so at the moment, I'm actually involved in two productions. The one is called Mercy, which will be showcasing at the Zabalaza Festival at the
We had,
Baxter Theatre.
yeah, we had the young man Zubair Charles in studio last week, and he told us all about
Yes,
that. So
yes, indeed.
wonderful. So you're part of that production as well.
Yes, and so the other production that I'm involved in is called Suwala Kasam,
Okay.
which is a book up version of Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
And it's about two families that are divided by religion, and there's this family secret that threatens to unravel the Muscovy discussions.
Oh my
And so
word.
this Yes, so it's a lot of drama and a lot of comedy that's going on. And this play was directed by Tamia Thompson, and I portray the role of Jamila Ibrahim. So the rest of the cast members is Matthew Dragner, who
Mhm.
plays Romero, who's Jamila's love interest. And then we have Abigail Jones as Widat and Keegan Cochran as Sadiq, and they are both Jamila's parents. Then we have Shanique Maniz, who portrays Omar Rabia, and Mikhail Harris, who is Omar Rabia's adopted son. And Mikhail also wrote the show of Suala Kasam. And
Okay.
then we have Abigail Kyler as Candace, who is Ramiro's mother, and Angela Berg as Brandon, who is Ramiro's uncle. So
Wow.
we'll be taking Suala Kasam to Kaka and Ka, where we'll be performing on the 25th, the 27th, and the 28th. And we'll also be going to the St. Osterfeest on the 27th of April and 1st of May at the Artscape.
Wonderful. I can't wait to get an invite to have a look at those plays. I tell you what, from the cast that you got, it looks like you're all a young cast as well. Is it, what's it like working with a young cast?
So being quite young myself, it's a lot. You can learn a lot because you're all growing at the same pace and you're all round about the same age. And since we're all drama interests, a lot of us have the same like interest as drama students. So it's been very fun. It's just a creative outlet that we all have good work ethic. The fact that we are coming together to create, and we've made this beautiful production together that has been so well received in the past, where we first started out at the Premiere Theatre Festival at Stellenbosch, and we received 7 nominations and walked away with 4 awards,
Amazing.
including the Martinez Passon Mentorship Award. So it's been a very rewarding process and been very well received so far, and we're all very excited to take it even further.
Sharfa, well done. I'm just in awe listening to all your wonderful stories and your successes, and I'm sure you're going to go on to do so much more as well. The play that you're currently, acting in as well. Is it reference to a story that you've heard? Do you take inspiration from stories and people around you when it comes to, doing a play like this?
Yes, for sure. I feel that the most authentic storytelling and acting comes from incorporating aspects from your everyday life because it's what you know. And when you portray what you know, that's when your message conveys the most clearly, you know. And seeing as this story of Suala Kasam is a book-up story, it also represents the Muslim community. And so coming from the Muslim community, I definitely try to bring that to life in these shows. Um, because that to me is my own like personal touch, and I see it more as like an ode to or a representation of my roots and where I come from as well.
Wow, your parents and family and close colleagues, community must be so proud of you. What are some of the comments and inspiration or even kind words that they've shared with you over the last many years that you've been in this industry?
Well, over the many years, my parents have been there. They've always been there to take me to every rehearsal and to watch every show that I've been in. And with Suwala Kasam as well, there's many family members and friends who have an absolute ball at this show, and it's just laughs and fun all the time. With Martinez Passon that mentored our production, he thoroughly enjoyed the process and working with us, and we also thoroughly enjoyed working with him,
Lovely.
of course, with his knowledge that he brings to the table. We are always like keen to learn more. So, yeah, I'm very grateful to have a good support system that will always be there when we need it for to fill seats in the audience or
Alhamdulillah.
to help backstage and carry props or come paint sets. So
Nice.
I'm very fortunate to have that.
Brilliant. What's in store for Miss du Plessis? What do you have in mind over the next couple of years? And what advice do you have for other people like yourselves, young and oldish, maybe, senior, experienced, that would like to get into this industry? What advice do you have?
Well, for this year, I plan on freelancing and to continue working on these projects throughout the year. And I just want to embrace a diverse range of skills and experience by working in the film industry too. And my goal is to use my performances to give voice to untold stories and allow others to also discover fragments of themselves
Nice.
within the art that we make and portray. And my advice for anyone that wants to try their hand at creating theater or filmmaking is just to try everything, no
Nice.
matter if you have the experience in it
Good
or not,
advice.
because you might have a new passion that you haven't discovered yet, and you only
Absolutely.
discover it if you try something new. And
Wonderful.
also, as the famous saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. So if
True.
things don't work out immediately, keep the courage because art and entertainment has a very important place in our world. And everyone's art and creativity has meaning.
Yes.
And I just want to remind everyone who strives to be artists to always be authentic in the
Of
message
course.
that you're trying to put out in the world. Because
Nice.
essentially, just to be yourself is what is most important, and to always be open so that you are always open to learn new things.
Brilliant.
Because as long as you're keen to learn new things, then basically nothing can stop you in this
Absolutely.
industry.
Actress and budding director Sharfa du Plessis, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. May all your future projects go from strength to strength, inshallah, and pass our salams to the people in Peril. Have a great evening.
Wasalam, shukran for having me.
My absolute pleasure. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
So there we go, a budding actress and director, Sharfa du Plessis, doing wonderful things in and around our community. What a lovely young lady who is just an inspiration.